Hello and welcome to the stream. Thanks so much. I'm very over. It's better. It's better, right? Hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in. I assume you can hear the music, right? You can hear the music today because last time you couldn't hear the music. Jeremy, thanks so much for tuning in. Rich, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Nick, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Feel free to hit the like button if you haven't already. I really do appreciate the support on the channel. Please bear with me while I just get up the counter, the sub counter. It's always nice to know how many subscribers I have and how many I've gained, of course. So we should be able to hit it now, and it should be on the screen. Oh no, it's stuck. There we are, done. Right, Callum, thanks so much for tuning in as well. I really do appreciate it. We will be having a look over the game and who we're expecting to have in the team lineups and things like that. So thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in. So I literally just had my my rail card come, which I've been waiting for all week, and I was like, I'm starting to worry that it's not coming. But it has just arrived, and I can put it in my thing ready for my journeys on the train in the next year. Hitman Plays, thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe if you are new. So we'll just turn that music down just a little bit. I really do appreciate everyone who's tuning in. So I've got some new information. Where's the stream? No, analytics. Here we are. So yeah, so it's really good. I got all this information now, which I haven't used a new YouTube Live thing yet because it's not really. I don't really like change. But yeah, so that is something that I have done. So how is everybody? How are you all doing? Let me know. Jeremy, yes, I remember you from the last stream. So 3-2 Brighton, Callum. So you think Manchester United will lose again? That would be a very disappointing start to the season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men. Major Man, thanks so much for tuning in as well. I really do appreciate it. How are you? Burnley fan, of course. And yeah, Burnley play later on this evening, I think. I could do with so many more tabs. On my OBS. It's unreal. Yeah, Burnley Southampton later. So hopefully that game will go. I'm doing okay, thank you, Major Man. I'm doing okay. Looking forward to next month when I get to go home and see my mum. I haven't seen her for a while. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Kelly is also good, and Alfie is also doing very well as well. He's asleep on the he's got like a little bed that he likes, and he's really enjoying that. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, are you good? I'm doing very well, thank you, Jack. How are you? Brighton 2, Manchester United 2. Haven't already got your prediction in? Feel free to put it into the comments. I'd love to hear how everyone thinks this game will go. Jeremy reckons 2-1 Brighton, as does Rich. So we're expecting some goals for both sides as well. Just getting my headphones. If you're wondering why I have two pairs of headphones, I have one, my AirPods, which connects to the. Bear with me. I've got one pair of headphones which connects to the computer, and one which connects to the television. So one is for the. So I can see what's going on the. So I can hear what's going on both. If they have any updates or anything. So yeah, that's what I use it for. If anyone was wondering. Right. Okay. Are you doing Leeds match tomorrow? Maybe. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Leeds or I'm going to do the other game, which is the Tottenham game at 2 o'clock. So it'll be one of them. Brighton 1, Manchester United 3. Liverpool 4, Arsenal 2. I'm expecting that to be a great game. I'm really looking forward to that one. Burnley 2, Southampton 1. So some interesting predictions there. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Leeds game yet or I'm going to do something else. But I will keep you informed. Well, I probably won't keep you informed. You probably just have to see it on the on the subscriptions. You'll probably see what I'm doing. But yes, hopefully you can tune in to all of those. So have a look at the team lineups. So these are the teams for each game. This game. Ryan is in goal. A back three of Ben White, who was, of course, with Leeds last season. Dunk and Webster. Solly March and Lamptey, who looks very, very, very good and very assured. Really looking forward to seeing how he develops this season under Graham Potter. And Alzati and Lallana are in midfield. And then up front is a three of Trossard, Connolly and Mope. I always get confused there. Mope as well. So that is the Brighton lineup. Manchester United have gone with a team that beat Brighton last time they played here last season. De Gea is in goal, keeps his place. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw is the back four. In midfield, Pogba and Fernandes alongside Matic. Rashford and Greenwood are on either wing, and then Martial is the lone striker. On the bench for both sides, Dan Burn, Bernardo, Pascal Gross, Jahanbash, Molaby, Steele and Veltman is the people that are on the bench for Brighton. Players missing out are such as Andone, Izquierdo and Bissouma, who had a red card for a kick in the face if you watched the last game. Bench for Manchester United: Bailly, Fosu-Mensah, Dean Henderson is obviously the goalkeeper, Lingard, McTominay, Fred and Van der Beek, the new signing. Missing out for them, Romero, Tuanzebe and Phil Jones are all injured. Right, will you do a stream for Liverpool versus Arsenal? Live stream would be cool. Yeah, maybe. It just depends how tired I am, really, because I do work early mornings. Crystal Palace 2, Everton 3. So expect another good game because there were so many goals. 44 goals last match day, which is a record. What a great start to the season we have had. Lingardinho should start. Thanks so much for tuning in, Jaden. Toby Ryson has just signed a pro for Hereford. I told you about his channel once he made a pro. Yeah, I remember you telling me, and I did see that he'd signed with Hereford, obviously, because I support them, and it's really great to see young players come through. So Kelly is on break at the moment. She's at work. Oh my god, my monitor is really far back. So those are the team lights. We'll have a look at the other games today. I've done my Super 6, so if you haven't done your Super 6 and you are watching, Kelly, feel free to put your Super 6 in. So Brighton versus Manchester United is a 12:30 kickoff live on BT Sport 1. This is also in Ultra HD as well, and on BT Sport Extra if you fancy it in with no crowd noise. Crystal Palace versus Everton is live at 3 o'clock on Amazon Prime Video, which is the only game that they have in these fixtures of September that are live on the TV. I assume they're going to be doing the same system for next month and the coming months of having all the games on the TV. It's going to be a logistical nightmare, and we are starting to see from next month games being kicked off at the same sort of time. This is due to probably the eventual restart of the Champions League group stages, which the Champions League group stages draw is on the 1st, so very, very soon. Then 2 games in the evening. First is West Brom versus Chelsea at 5:30. In 2015, Chelsea won at West Brom 1-0 with Michy Batshuayi scoring the only goal of the game to Chelsea to win their first title and only title under Antonio Conte. And then the 8 o'clock game is Burnley versus Southampton. So there is some more games on Sunday. Sheffield United versus Leeds United is at 12. 2 o'clock is Spurs versus Newcastle. 4:30 is Manchester City versus Leicester. And then 7 o'clock is West Ham versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. And then Monday we finish off with Fulham versus Aston Villa at 6:15. And then 8 o'clock is Liverpool versus Arsenal. And they had to change, I'm sure some of you know, they had to change when they kick off the late game due to the new rule of pubs being shut at 10 p.m, which means you miss the sort of last 5 minutes in stoppage time as well. So they've moved the game so it would fit in perfectly with the closure of the pubs, which makes sense if you go to the pubs. Good goal record, but shambles for goalkeepers. I'm at work too. but I can stay on here. Just don't tell my boss. I probably won't do it. Buzzing with the win against Chelsea, Mane at the double. I can't believe Kepa's mistake. That was absolutely dreadful from Kepa. I know he's bad. But it was really, really bad. Man City and Leicester, a good game. Good big game already. Yes, and we had a good game last week between Chelsea taking on Liverpool. And then we have this game this week as well. So we have some good games coming up. And then next week, do we have any big games? Manchester United versus Tottenham on next Sunday. Sunday the 4th of October. That's a game to look forward to as well. So that is something to consider as well. So it's great to have so much football on the chat on the TV and stuff, and we can really get get involved in stuff. It's hard to keep up with all. I have a new GIF or GIF, depends on how you pronounce it, for VAR. A lot of people have been asking me to have a new one for VAR. It's a lot different to what I usually have, so I hope you all like it, and if you do like it, let me know. But if we have any VAR decisions and I don't put it up, let me know and I'll put it up. But it's new, so I might forget to put it up. But it is something a bit different to what it was before. It's still very, very basic, and I'm not gonna say it was amazing because it's not. But it's something good. Man City 4, Leicester 3, goals galore. Just carry the goals on. Yeah, maybe. Sorry about that, I just sneezed. So it would be good to have so many goals in these games, and it's great to see because of the lack of fans. At least we will have some goals and some excitement to bring to the games, which should allow us to get more involved and enjoy the games more, despite the lack of crowd. But I'd rather have the crowds in and have more boring games, I think, in my opinion, which is just how I see it. It's better to have the fans in, isn't it? Just my opinion. But let me know what you think. So yeah, how is everybody doing? If you haven't already told me how you're doing, let me know. And I hope you all having a great day. So we have some fixtures. Hereford kick off their season next weekend. The team I support, Hereford, will be taking on Gosport Borough, who play near Portsmouth, and that is exciting. But I want to touch on just the situation we have with fans not being able to return in October. So below the National League North and South, so the Southern Premier, the Southern Central, the Northern Premier and the Isthmian League, they are all okay, and below that you can have fans in and it's not a problem. Above that, National League North and South are now classed as elite leagues, which is absolutely bonkers to consider, those sides like Bradford Park Avenue and Blythe Spartans in elite football. That's just crazy. So we need to come up with a system, and it can't just be the Premier League clubs help them out. We need to come up with a better system than that to allow clubs to be able to survive. And if that's something that we can do, that would be really, really good. We need to have a little bit more help for those smaller clubs. There will be a pen at some point today, probably to Manchester United, who seem to get a lot. Anything I worry about against Arsenal is Aubameyang cutting in on his right. Yeah, there are some very, very good players in this Arsenal team, and they are starting to really, really gel together. And one thing that I would say is Mikel Arteta has beaten Jurgen Klopp twice in the last few months. Once in the league when they stopped them being able to hit the 100 points record. And then once, of course, when they played in the Community Shield last month, the end of last month. So two wins under Klopp, which is decent for Mikel Arteta, who's very, very new to obviously to the to management. He's done very, very well. More fans will go to those lower league games now. I think they're capped. With how many they can actually take. So it probably won't end up having any more. What does this do? Okay, if anyone's getting an ad, I'm sorry, I just pressed the button, but I'm not getting an ad. But Anyway, is Leeds classed as elite because their fans are not? Yeah, so any league above National League, National League North and South, and above overall elite leagues, which is absolutely crazy to consider that, elite, because that's not really elite, is it? It's not elite to. I'm getting a very weird ad here. Not sure what that's all about. Yeah, so it's National League. You could make a case for, because there are so many people. There's so many clubs that are professional, if that makes sense. Peter Plays, thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. How you do, my friend? But National League North South is definitely not elite. However, they all signed up to be elite. Because they decided that they should be elite because of the playoffs, which allowed the National League North and South playoffs to finish. However, what happened after is now they're stuck in a situation where they can't have fans in. So really, in hindsight, they should have just cancelled the league. But they didn't do that because they wanted to finish the season for the playoffs. The Gamer Theory, thank you so much for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new, feel free to get involved in the chat and subscribe. Your name should come up on the screen if you subscribe, which is really, really cool. Leeds are the best fans in the world. Every club think their fans are the best in the world. Besides the clubs that don't really have many. But even then, they're still really good. So all fans are good. Are you doing the Everton versus Crystal Palace game? I don't usually do the 3 o'clock game just because I can keep up to date with all the football across the English system. So no, probably not. Hereford have a game against Chippenham today, and that's our last friendly. So I'll probably keep an eye on that, and I'll also have one of the score show thing on as well. So I don't normally do it, to be fair. I usually just have I usually just watch those at 3 o'clock. I could do, but that's just what I just tend to do. I tend to just do that. I will be watching the Everton game on TV. Yeah, I'll probably keep an eye on the score, definitely. Professional Gun Lenny, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Like Ipswich, they only have 200 fans. That's not very nice. I didn't even know they had such a thing. Leeds and Ipswich. It's not really a thing, though, is it? It's just between you two, right? It's not actually a thing. Just opening my can of drink. There is a game in the Championship kicking off around the same time, 12:30, and that is between Wycombe and Swansea, which is live on the telly. There's also a game between Watford and Luton, which for some reason hasn't been chosen for the TV, but it is kicking off at 12:30 due to it being a local derby, and they're a bit concerned about fans coming in and causing problems and things like that, which is weird considering there's no fans at the ground, but that is why that game is kicking off at 12:30. So 2 games kicking off at 12:30 in the Championship. I don't think there's any more kicking off around that sort of time, but I will have a quick check. So no, there isn't. Only those 2 alongside this game is kicking off at 12:30. So we had some games in midweek in the Carabao Cup, of course, and there was a win for Manchester United. Newport beat Watford 3-1, very, very good for them. Brentford beat West Brom on penalties to go through once again. West Ham hammered Hull City 5-1 to go through. On Wednesday night we had some more games, and Chelsea beat Barnsley 6-0. Another high-scoring game saw Everton beat Fleetwood away 5-2. Fulham beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Arsenal won against Leicester 2-0 with Fuchs scoring an own goal and Eddie Nketiah making it 2-0. Millwall lost to Burnley at home. Morecambe lost 7-0 at home to Newcastle United, with Toumani Diagouraga being sent off for Morecambe. And that was in the 33rd minute when it was already 4-0. So really, they did better without him. Brighton won 2-0 against Preston, setting up this game taking place in next week's Carabao Cup. And Stoke beat Gillingham 1-0. And then Thursday, there was another 3 games. Bristol City lost 3-0 to Aston Villa. Lincoln City lost 7-2 at home to Liverpool. And Manchester City won 2-1 against Bournemouth, with Liam Delap getting on the score sheet. So lots of goals, lots of games, and we were getting very, very close to getting back to normality with the Carabao Cup and just having it normal instead of having it every single week. But it's almost over. And then we'll get back to having it just ever so often, which will be much more normal in that case. It's only bantam between me and Nick. I thought so. In Germany, fans are allowed back in certain numbers, 6,000 if I... Right, 6,000 no away fans. Yeah, I did see that, and it's the same in France. They can also go in, which is good because that allows more atmosphere and things like that. However, it is a bit annoying. Fair enough. Manchester United don't need fans in the stadium. But we need fans as a Hereford fan. We need fans in the stadium. And I mean, I would have to answer the phone. I'll have to call him back. I'm not going to answer the phone now. We have a massive away following. Yes, Ipswich fans, we'll be back in grounds for Leeds fans because we have less season ticket. So all should go in. Yeah, that makes sense. As far as I know. Right, okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, everyone's going to have those troubles with getting all the fans back in, even have season tickets. Something like Bradford is a good example, who have a massive amount of they have a massive amount of season ticket holders at Bradford because the season ticket holders are so cheap and they have a massive ground, so they're going to have a very, very much harder task than a club with a lot less, like Wigan, for example. So that is something to consider. We'll just go for the team lineups once more. Ryan is in goal. White, Dunk, Webster, March, Lamptey, Lallana, Alzate, Mope, Connolly and Trossard. And the team for Manchester United: De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Greenwood, Fernandes, Rashford and Anthony Martial. Some of the bench players are Byrne, Bernardo, Gross, Jahanbach, Mulumby and Steele and Beltman. And then the bench for Manchester United is Bailly, Fosu-Mensah, Henderson, Lingard, McTominay, Fred and Van de Beek. I think in France and Germany there will be a spike again until the vaccine comes. France is already spiking. They're already having 10,000 plus cases a day. So that's a lot. So there is 2 vaccines that have been approved for use. The first is in Russia and the second is in China. Now the Chinese one is only going to be used by the army, I think I read, but I'm not sure if it might have changed, but it was only going to be used for the army it's only going to be used by the army to be able to get them, vaccinated against it. Once again, both of these have not been tested very rigorously, so treat with caution, and none of them will be probably going into anyone here. We'll probably have, the Oxford vaccine or the Pfizer vaccine or something like that. If Leeds go down and don't come back for 16 years, again, the only season in Prem, no fans allowed. Yeah, but if you think about it, Nick, when was the last time Ipswich were in the top league? Because Ipswich haven't been in the top league in my lifetime, which, they were in my like when I was first alive, but I can't remember them in there. And I started watching football in about 2003. That's 17 years ago, which at least Scotland is going through its second wave. Yes, everywhere is having a second wave in this country, Wales and everywhere else as well. 2002. So it's been getting up to 20 years. My local area has over 500 cases. There's a lot of cases where I live because of the university. A lot of people are coming in and bringing it with them. So that is very, very concerning. So I just need to get the timer up. I think they're just going to do the Black Lives Matter knee before we get started. Yeah, there we are. It's only for a few seconds. And supporting the cause, and off we go. And we're just waiting for kickoff now. And away to go. So I just need to check that to first half, and away to go. Thank you so much for everyone who has decided to watch with me. If you haven't already, feel free to get involved in the chat and like the video if you are enjoying it as well. We'll go for the Manchester United lineup once more, and then we'll go for the Brighton lineup. So De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Pogba, Matic, Fernandes, Rashford, Greenwood, and Anthony Martial. Brighton's lineup is Ryan, White, Dunk, Webster, March, Alzate, Lallana, Lamptey, Trossard, Connolly, and Mopé. And the thing is, with Brighton, is they looked so good against Newcastle from what I saw. I went live for the Southampton versus Tottenham game, and I really enjoyed it. And I watched a little bit of it, and Mopé and a goal from Connolly was absolutely exceptional. And it's really good to see them playing some nice football, like they always do under Graham Potter. I thought they'd go down Brighton, but I'd love to be proved wrong. And a lot of people really like Graham Potter and think he could be a very, very, very astute manager and potentially a future England manager who come through, went a different route, went to university, went over to Sweden, managed Östersund, and then went to Swansea, of course, and now is at Brighton. Manchester United started off with a 3-1 defeat at home to Crystal Palace, followed up by a 3-0 win at Luton. 3 wins on the bounce for Brighton after that 3-1 defeat at home to Chelsea on the opening weekend. The first was a 4-0 win over Portsmouth. The second was a 3-0 win over Newcastle United, and then a 2-0 win over Preston. We'll have a look at the halftime statistics as well after, or if anyone asks for them. I live in a university town, 100,000 population, 38 people in hospital with the you know what. That's not too many though, is it? I guess. No, small mercies. Here's Bruno Fernandes. It's I read that Johnson & Johnson have got a vaccine in like the third phase trials, and it's been producing like a good response, and it is available because I watched a video earlier and it said that they are concerned that the vaccines being developed need to be kept at such cold temperatures, and this one only needs to be kept at like just under freezing temperature. So that's very, very positive, but that's a different discussion. So Manchester United will be in the Champions League next season for the first time in a few seasons, and it'll be great to see them back in. And after last time, because the last time they were in there, of course, it was the season where they beat PSG, and that was a great comeback, and that was a very, very, very good game to watch before they got lost. They lost out to Barcelona, of course, and then didn't end up in the top 4. So played Europa League football and lost in the semi-finals to Sevilla, who went on, of course, and won the tournament. I'm saving money from not going. Yeah, that's it. But it's also very, very good. It's also very, very good, and it's always nice to see your team play and things like that. So I do feel like even if you're saving a bit of money, then you're also missing out on like nice things. It's a corner to Brighton, and it'll be Solly March to take the corner, and they take it short, and it comes in. And it's away comes to Trossard, who I thought was going to be a really, really good player last season. And he started off quite well, but it didn't really happen to him. My credit card is loving it, paying it off so much. Good to know you're paying off your credit card. So I need to get myself a credit card just so I can get a better credit rating. Because my credit score on Clear Score isn't very good. I've never been in debt though, or had much debt. And so that's probably why it's not the best. Because I've not really got much to go off. My Experian one is ridiculously high for whatever reason. Ruben, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Here is White. So White had a very successful season with Leeds last season, and I was expecting him to go, but they were insistent that they were not going to sell him, and now he is getting involved, and I think he's going to sign a new contract as well, or has signed a new contract. Mopé, who scored twice against Newcastle, gives it away to Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford looks to go out wide, finds Marcus Greenwood, not Mason Greenwood, even. It's weird being in debt. Can you get a better credit rating than no debt? Yeah, it is weird. It is weird, but they need something to go off and to show that you pay off your debts, which is obviously really, really goes to show. A couple of years when we have a seventh wave comes to it, be interesting to see a team spending with no one in stadium fan revenue. Surely this year there'll be some. Next year there will be some sort of progress on it, and we can start to go back to a bit more of a normal situation. So where I work has already introduced people not buying so much of essential items again, because people are starting to stockpile again, which is unnecessary and is not needed. Alzate. Here is Dunk to White. It's gonna be tough for everyone, but you know I feel sorry for the lower league clubs, and everyone feels sorry for the lower league clubs. And I know the bigger clubs are losing money, but they've got the Premier League money to keep them going, and they could cut accordingly and be fine. But the other clubs can't do that. March to Webster. Webster goes back to Lewis. Dunk to White. White. Looking for Lamptey, but it's a very, very poor ball. How good has Lamptey been? If anyone is a fan of Lamptey, let me know. I've been so impressed with him in the opening 2 Premier League games, and I'm going to be expecting him to be calling up for England soon. He looks so good in his position, and if we are going to be playing 3 at the back again, then he would be a perfect person in addition to the side to be able to bring him in and really, really make an impact in the English side. I really, really rate him. The only problem Lamptey has is we have so many good young English players, and we've got some good experienced English players that all play right back. We have Reece James, we have Alexander-Arnold, we have Kyle Walker, we have Kieran Trippier, so we have so many options. Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well that I haven't mentioned, and then we've got some other players like Kyle Walker-Peters and people like that aren't in that level yet. So we have so many options, and Lamptey looks very, very, very good. Morrison's near me sold out of toilet roll 3 days in a row. It's not good. We went to get some toilet roll the other day, yesterday, and there was some, luckily. But it's worrying when there's so many people deciding that they want to take a ridiculous amount of toilet roll, which is unnecessary. Because at no point was it a problem during lockdown. So now we're not in lockdown. I don't know why they think that we're expecting crisis again. Shaw plays it back, and Maguire just gets there in front of Connolly. Here is Matic. Matic looking for Fernandez and finds Fernandez. Fernandez goes out wide, and here is Mason Greenwood. And Webster does really, really, really well. Here is Lamptey. Once again, he's looked very, very impressive, and I really do like Lamptey, and I hope he. I really respect him as well for going from Chelsea, being offered good money at Chelsea, to taking a pay cut to go to Brighton and play and develop, because he could go on. Here's Trossard. off the post from Trossard, and Mopé puts it over. So a great chance there for Brighton to go 1-0 ahead there, but Trossard hits the post. I think De Gea was beaten there, so it would have very, very, very good chance. Really nice strike from just outside the area. Takes a touch and hits it, and it's totally beaten. If it was just a little bit further to the right, it would have gone in. Definitely, there's no stopping that, but it does hit the post. Lamptey's going to be world class. Yeah, he does look really good, and once again, as I said, it's good to have him playing and week in, week out, because so many players would have just stayed. But to see him doing so well is really, really good. And I could see a club like maybe Manchester City going for him after, you know, as a replacement for Kyle Walker, because Kyle Walker is going to be aging and at some point is going to need replacing. So that is something to consider. Here's Trossard. Great chance here for Brighton. Goes out wide to Mopé. They're still going, and it takes a deflection and Pogba will clear up there. Pogba. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka to Fernandes. Fernandes goes long, looking for Greenwood. Greenwood brings it down, but there is Webster who puts it out for a throw-in. So it's great to see so many English players starting as well, which is good, because you see so many foreign players come in, and I'm a big fan of players wherever they come from, because they bring so much. They all bring different things, but he's got a good mix here, and he's bringing in young English players through, like Ben White, like Lamptey, and that is really, really good to see. And like I say, he could be an option for England manager if Southgate's reign was to go badly. Here is Connolly. Connolly goes out wide to Mopé. Mopé still going. He's going to hit it, and it's blocked by Lindelof, and Bruno Fernandes will pick it up before it goes out of play. Bale gets 89 a day wages. 1 month's wages would have saved Berry or Macclesfield. The problem is, if they would have given the money to Berry or Macclesfield, the owners are still in charge. If you give £1 million to a monkey, the monkey's not going to invest it very well. Do you know what I mean? So if you give £1 million to somebody who knows what they're doing, i.e. the bloke at Brighton who's brought them from League One to the Premier League, he's going to know what he's doing and he's going to invest that money well. But essentially you're giving money to an idiot or a criminal in the case of the bloke at Macclesfield or the bloke at Bury, Steve Dale. So really what you're doing is giving money to a complete and utter buffoon who doesn't know what to do with it, and in essence the problems would reoccur again, and unless he got out somehow. Do you know what I mean? So there's no real good way of getting the clubs through the period, because they'll just run into situations. It's like if somebody took a massive pay cut, and just say I worked at I worked for Heinz, and I earned, let's say this has been equal £1,000 a month, right? And I lived off £1,000 to pay my rent and my bills and everything, and I had plenty left over. But then I had to take a 20% cut, right? And I was like, all right, okay, I take a 20% cut, so now I get £800 a month. But then then somebody's like, I can send you some money just to shortcut you over. And it's like, well, you need to learn to live off £800, or you're going to just struggle every month and need money every month, if that makes sense. So that is essentially what they're doing. They need to find money, like ways of making money every month instead of just borrowing it and then it all going very, very quickly, if that makes sense. He's on nearly as much as me. As Messi overpriced himself, most clubs can't afford him. I'm sure he'd take a pay cut if he wanted to leave, but I'm sure clubs would pay him very, very well, like Manchester City, Juventus, PSG would all pay him very, very, very well. Here is Mopé looking for Connolly, and it's going to be a throw in to Brighton. So Brighton have started this game pretty well. Manchester United look like they've got the better of them on the counter-attack, and they've got a lot of pace going forward with Greenwood and Rashford, of course, alongside Martial. But that seems to be their only threat, and it's been mostly Brighton. I think Graham Potter will be pleased. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe if you are new. I'd really appreciate some new subscribers. We are on the way to 5,000. I'm hoping to get 5,000 by the end of the year 2020. If we don't hit that, then that's okay. Football Daily Talk, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Hope you are doing well. And Alex, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Dean Henderson should replace De Gea. I think it would be quite disrespectful and harsh. Obviously, if you're a Manchester United fan, let me know if you think different. To get rid of De Gea and just put Dean Henderson in straight away. So what I would do is wait until he's made a couple of mistakes and then bring in Dean Henderson, if that's the plan. But De Gea is a better goalkeeper than Henderson. I feel like most people can agree with that. However, he needs to, because he's been such a player for such a long time, he needs to have time. Most people will... I'm just going so most people will be doing their Christmas shopping on eBay this Christmas. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I need to know what to get. It's my and my girlfriend's wedding anniversary. It's my girlfriend's and I anniversary on Saturday next week, and I've got her 2 presents which she knows about, and I've also got 1 present for her birthday, which is the end of the month as well. Swansea lead Wickham after 12 minutes. I'm really worried for Wickham. Really worried for Wickham. I'm going to ask for money this Christmas. Hopefully you can find something that you really like. Let me know what you want. What do you want? Are you into consoles? Are you going to get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, is it called? I'd like a new computer chair, because if I show you, you can't really see. This is part of my things broken. The elbow thing. What are they called? The things that you put the armrests. My armrest is broken, so I want a new chair. And I feel like I won't get one. I feel like my girlfriend will try and get me a new phone. My phone is breaking a little bit, but I really like it. Greenwood shot is well wide of the Brighton goal. I'm going to rob the bank this Christmas. Why not? I wouldn't recommend it. I'm back. I just had to restart my phone. Okie dokie. Is it a joke that Sky's put Wickham versus Swansea on instead of Watford versus Luton? Can't understand it. Don't know what the plan is there. Major can't spend it in lockdown. I really hope we're not in lockdown for Christmas. Surely there'll be some sort of rule where we can just go out and do have one day where we don't think about, nobody's going to be mixing in pubs. No one's going to be mixing a little bit in pubs. No one's going to be like getting absolutely hammered in pubs. They'll just be having meals, and nobody's going to be in shops. No one's going to be, so I feel like maybe for one day we could just lift the restrictions. Very much doubt there'll be a second lockdown. But at what point, if everyone goes into local lockdowns, at what point does it just become a full lockdown? I don't think the UK can afford another lockdown. Scotland can. Connolly's ball in, and it comes off Lindelof, but luckily goes straight into the hands of De Gea. Yeah, I reckon a shock, so it could be strange. Like I say, I hope we don't have another lockdown. But we'll never know. We'll never know until it happens. Then 6 months in lockdown flew by. Well, it was only 3 months, wasn't it? It was March, April, May, and then June. So 4 months until the shops started opening. And then after that, everything started to open up a little bit more and a little bit more. And they tried to find a balancing act. Here is Bruno Fernandes. And I feel like the eat out to Helmfelt has left us in a bit of a mess. Ball comes in from Bruno Fernandes. And Martial could not get the decisive touch to put it into the back of the net. And it is out for a goal kick. I was in isolation for 4 months to put on 2 stone. When I was in lockdown, I lost about 2 stone. Leeds, Blackpool, bits of Manchester, and 7 others are in lockdown. Yeah, and London has been added to the list. So that's quite a lot of people. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Hope you are doing well. Here is Dunk. Dunk goes out wide looking for Mope. Why can't we be like Sweden? Speaking in football terms, we keep conceding to the virus while Sweden isn't. I mean, I don't know. I'm just somebody who makes videos on football. But I suppose we could... Sweden is a country that isn't as... not as many different people come in and out of Sweden as come out in and out of the UK. So it has potential to grow a bit more. I'm going. Thanks for going to Skeggy Sunday. Hope you have a nice time in Skegness. It'd be great for you to have a little holiday, I guess. I'm hoping to go on holiday next month, but I'm not sure I'll be able to be fair. But even if we don't, it'll still be nice to go home or something. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is playing. He's a former Crystal Palace player, of course, which Crystal Palace and Brighton have a rivalry for some reason. Alzate. Trossard. Hit it! Trossard! Oh, it's off the post! I think it was off the post again. Trossard with 2 chances there and hit the post on each. I think it's hit the post. Yeah, just off the post. De Gea was very, very, very unhappy. He's trying to get a striker. I see that somebody went for Brian Brewster that you mentioned. Blame Yorkshire and Lancashire for the spike. It's not just them though, is it? It does seem very, very higher in those sort of areas. Golden, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing, Golden? I really appreciate you tuning in. So I just banned him because he just. I just feel like if I time out, it's going to come back and just. I probably won't come back if time out, but it's doing my head in. So 21 minutes in, it's still 0-0 between Brighton and Manchester United. So, yeah, it's really, really good amount of people in the stream so far. It's great to see so many people in and so many different people chatting. It's going to be a free kick here to Brighton. Trossard takes it short. Alzate. Lallana puts the ball in and it's straight to Pogba. And here comes Rashford and it's picked up by Alzate and he's going to try and play in Mope, but Lindelof gets there first and puts it out for a corner. Throw-in. I'm surprised Burke not playing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why they signed him, to be fair. I was very surprised. We must get fans back into stadiums, otherwise many clubs could go bust very soon. Yes, definitely. Hopefully Brighton win. I'm a Liverpool fan. I thought you were a Leicester fan. What is Martial doing? So Martial hasn't had... Igor, thanks so much for tuning in. Martial hasn't had really much to fish off, really. He's been very, very, very quiet in this game. Very quiet in this game. So far, there's been 4 attempts by Brighton and 1 attempt by Manchester United, which goes to show how much better Brighton have been. And Brighton have also had 2 shots off the woodwork as well. So Brighton have been the better side, in my opinion. And the stats show that. Here's Lamptey. Why isn't Henderson playing? Because De Gea is the number 1 goalkeeper and he still is the best. So Swansea lead 2-0. Has there been any goals in the other game? No, it's 0-0 between Watford and Luton. And it came on Leicester game because I saw you and it was interesting, so I watched. Alright, okay. But you're pleased with Liverpool's start to the season? Oh God, transferred him in last week for Kane in Fantasy Premier League. I can understand why, because they're playing Brighton, but interesting. they didn't have a very good game last week. Ainsworth is looking worried. Here is Mope. Can he get the ball in? He can, and it's blocked, and it's behind for a corner. Thought he would have signed as if he was number 1, or he'd have gone back to Blades. I think the plan is for him to be an understudy and then come in next season. Maybe that's the plan. But yeah, it makes sense for him not to start, in my opinion. Corner kick to Brighton. I think Brighton will do well this season. I tipped them to go down. I've been quite impressed with them. Webster is up. Dunk is up. 2 massive players. Mope and Connolly are also in the area. In it comes. And it's palmed away. Comes to Connolly. And it's going to be kept in. It is kept in. Mope. The flag's up. Who are you supporting? So I don't actually support any of these teams. I just cover football in general. But I'd like to see. I don't mind who wins, but I'd like to see Brighton really give a good fist of it and see how they get on. Surprised, man, you're still in bottom half. Well, they've only played 1 game, so even if they won their first game, they wouldn't be able to live stream settings. What's this? Right. Okay. And genuinely, who do you support? So I support a really, really bad team called Hereford, who play in the National League North. They're not very, very good, and they're like my local team when I grew up. And my favourite Premier League team is Manchester City. But yeah, Hereford are the team I support. Stevenage play Bradford away today. That's nice. Bradford, it's a long way, isn't it? A long way to Bradford. Stevenage survived, of course, through the bad ownership of Macclesfield. Where are Stevenage? So Stevenage started the season fairly well, considering. And Bradford find themselves in 15th. So it could be a good game for them. And could go well. So I'm really surprised at what Stevenage are doing. And Leeds United. No, definitely not Leeds United. Is everything okay in England? It's so in coronavirus sense, the cases are growing very rapidly. So no, not really. Hoping that they can become a bit better and we can be able to go out more. But I'm worried that I won't be able to go to London for my holiday next month. But yeah, things besides the coronavirus is not too bad. The sun's out, but it is a bit windy. How are things with you? I assume you're not from England if you're asking if everything's okay in England. Round corner from me. I'm in Sheffield. Yeah, Bradford is very close. Hereford need to get Jade Cartwright in charge. Champions League in no time. Exactly. I'm from Serbia. Nice. Nice, Serbia. I've never been to Serbia. Is I know, I think I'm getting confused. In comes the free kick for Manchester United. It's away by Lamptey. March does very well, and that will be a free kick to Brighton. Serbia. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of... Is Matthias Kesman from Serbia, or is he from Montenegro? I think he's from Montenegro. You probably might not know who I am. I used to play for Chelsea. I got a soft spot for Stevenage. Why is that? Kesman's from Serbia. Right. I wasn't sure which one. You should definitely come. We should have the greatest clubs and the most beautiful women. I'm not sure my girlfriend would like it if I made a comment on that. I'm not sure what they look like. Obviously, I've done over to Serbia. But you know, I'm very happy in my relationship, as you all know. Suffolk and Norfolk doing very well. This very low cases. I thought Kings Lynn had quite a lot of cases, but I could be wrong. If Everton are in the top 4 by Christmas, will they stay there or not? Everton 98, thanks so much for tuning in. Maybe. I know that's a bit of a cop-out. Maybe. Nice. I've never been to Serbia. I also have relatives in Novi Sad. It's cool, isn't it? Weird how like people like have connections all over the country. Will you be streaming Blades? I'm not sure. Free kick to Brighton. Trossard and March stood over. Looks like March will be taking it. Yeah, it will be March. And it comes. Goes all the way. Here's Mope. And it comes. Headed in. Oh, it's off the bar. 3 times Brighton have hit the woodwork this now. We're saying it was Webster's header just off the bar. De Gea, I think, would have probably kept it out. So Mope puts it back in after the first free kick was hit too far. And yeah, it's I think he would have saved that. Is there any Prime football on this month? Yes, there's a game on at 3 o'clock on Prime. I think De Gea is a good goalkeeper. Yes, yeah, I do. I do think he's a good goalkeeper. I just think he's just going through a bad time. But at some point, Dean Henderson is going to replace him. So they probably are waiting for him to make a couple of mistakes and bring in Henderson. Man United need new owners, to be fair. Of course, but there are teams that need more better owners, new owners, more than Manchester United. They're just very, very well spoken about. They're very unlucky today. They are very unlucky because they have been doing really well. But they haven't found a way through yet. Here is Solly March. Crosses in. There's nobody there. Will Lamptey get there first? He bloody pushed him over. Really impressed by Brighton. It's very good to see them playing so well. Where am I? Here we are. I went to Yugoslavia in 1986. God, that was a long time ago. That's where I was born. Nemanja Vidic is also from Serbia, the best defender of Premier League history. Yeah, he is really, really, really good. Brighton is looking for a pretty good team. Yes, they are. They're playing some nice stuff. They really are. Vidic is a really, really good defender, and him alongside Rio is probably one of the best centre-back partnerships we've seen in the Premier League. Obviously, I can't remember before I started watching people like Steve Bold and Tony Adams, for example, but yes, very good. I wonder who else is Serbian. I'll look it up. Serbia. It's weird that Vidic is from Serbia, but the first player I thought was Kesman, who was at Chelsea for a few seasons and quite poor. So Ivanovic is from Serbia as well, as is Kolarov. Is there like a Milivojevic as well? Mitrovic, got some good players. Jovic, Milinkovic-Savic. There's some really good players in this team. Dusan Tadic as well. Interesting. I can't believe I missed Mitrovic, but I thought of Kesman. No longer exists in 86. Oh, Greenwood scored! The flag is up. We might have a VAR situation. Sorry, I was just reading the comments. So, Luke Shaw has it out on the oh, sorry, I need to turn it off. There we are. He gives it to Martial. Martial plays it to Rashford, who looks like he's in an offside position. Gives it to Greenwood. Beautiful football. Takes a touch and puts it into the bottom corner. Great goal, but it is offside, and it looks like VAR. I'm just waiting for the information. I hope you like the new graphic. Isn't that cool? I made that myself. Very basic. Very basic. VAR is the check is over, I think. So Yugoslavia, yes, no, Yugoslavia no longer exists. So it was Serbia and Montenegro. I remember them being Serbia and Montenegro, and then splitting just become Serbia and Montenegro. So no goal. It was offside from Marcus Rashford. Ball is out for a throw-in to Brighton and Hove Albion. Here's Solly March. Alzati. And that's a foul by Pogba. And that should be a yellow card, but I know he's not going to get one. Just threw him down to the ground. Totally unnecessary. So it's going to be a free kick. It's far too far out to have a shot. Far too far out to have a shot. What is the score? The score is 0-0. So next to Brighton you can see a 0. Next to Man United you can see a 0. Trossard's ball in. Ooh! Looked like Webster was going to get there, but Maguire with the head back, and it will be a corner kick to Brighton. So 0-0. You can see the 0 here and the 0 here. And when it changes, there will be goals. There'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Most I've ever had to put is 9 on a stream, which was Manchester City versus Burton. Sorry. Webster looking again. Dunk up there as well. White has joined as well. They've got all the big boys up from the back. It's going to be March to take. March puts it in. And nobody there. And that will be a goal kick to Manchester United. First, we were Communist Yugoslavia. Then we changed the name to Socialist Federative Yugoslavia. Then Serbia and Montenegro. And in 2006, Montenegro could become independent. And now they want to take Kosovo off us. Yeah, so Kosovo seems quite a nice country. I don't know much about it, but it seemed quite nice there. So that's all I know about him, really. I know that's not much. But they were in England's group in the Euro qualifications, I think. Last year. Here is Paul Pogba. And there have been a lot of problems with racism in certain Eastern European countries. If you remember, in Montenegro, actually. In Montenegro. And when we went to Kosovo, there was like posters and stuff of support of him, which is very, very nice. It's part of Serbia. So, but they have their own like football team, don't they? So, but Gibraltar do as well. So, I'm not sure. It's one of those. I don't think it is classed as a country. No, I think you're right. Blades bought a striker from abroad from a team and then loaded him out to the same team. Yeah, it's just because they want him, but they want him to get more development. It totally makes sense. Here is Solly March, wins the ball back from Greenwood, puts it forward, looking for Mopé, and he has found Mopé. And can Connolly join him? Trossard is there. He's still going. Alzate really makes a meal of it, and it doesn't go out. Lamptey wins it back. And Pogba's now got it. Lallana battling. Lallana still battling. He gives it to... he has a free kick to Manchester United. We're not racist. It's all propaganda. We are very hospitable people. Ask anyone about that. I mean, I watched the... I don't mean Serbia. I mean in Montenegro. There was racist chatting on. It wasn't as bad, anywhere near as bad as Bulgaria. Does anyone remember that Bulgaria game where they were like booing and there was bloody Nazi salutes and gone as well? Does anyone remember that game? That wasn't even that long ago. That was awful. That was awful. And nothing has been done about that. We all forgot about it. First goal in 14 years in the Watford Luton derby. João Pedro. He looked quite good when I saw him against Middlesbrough. So 1-0 in the Watford game against Luton and 2-0 to Swansea away at Wickham. Trossard. Lana goes out wide to find Lamptey. Oh, he's fouled, surely. Bruno, penalty. Penalty to Brighton. Bruno Fernandes with the foul. And it is a penalty. Lamptey is brought down and he is given the penalty. Obviously, we'll have the VAR. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's a penalty. Gotta be, surely. Does well, Lamptey. Looks so good. So it is a penalty. It's just going to be checked by VAR. We'll get the VAR up. I need to move penalty down. First penalty of the day. Now Bruno's going to take it. To VAR. Yeah, is a penalty. And it's going to be... I assume it's going to be Mope. No card given. Brighton penalty. My uncle brother was a pro referee that country when it was Yugoslavia and after. Interesting. That's really cool. So penalty. And it's going to be Neil Mope to take. He scored twice against Newcastle last week. And now he's going up against De Gea to try and get his third goal of the season. So last week, Manchester United had a penalty against them, and it was retaken, of course, because De Gea was off his line, and he scored eventually. And here is Mope. Oh, it was a Panenka. Oh, lovely. Lovely. And now he's doing the crying thing. Oh, Mope scores, and it is 1-0 to Brighton. Manchester United have fallen behind, and it's certainly not 12-0. I almost put my drink on my keyboard then, but it is 1-0, and it is Neil Mope. How cheeky of him. How cheeky of him. Oh, he's made De Gea look a right idiot. Oh, very nice. Very nice. 1-0. Wish it was 12-0. 1-0 Brighton. Mope's won it at the end. Very, very nice goal. Is Jack Hawke, Alan Corks? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Wish it was 12-0. Matic has just elbowed someone. He's given a yellow card. This will be checked by VAR once again. So I'm not sure what happened here because they were showing a replay. He just punched him in the face, but it's just moving out. So I'm not sure that will. I think that's fine. I think that's just a yellow card. I think it's done right there. Well done, ref. That will never happen. No, you're right. It will never happen. But it'd be funny if it did. In what city do you live? So I live in a very small city. I say very small. It's about 130,000, called Exeter, which is in Devon. So it's near the sea. But I'm hoping after my girlfriend's finished at uni doing her education to move to London, which I'm sure you obviously have heard of. But yeah, it's nice here. Oh, I know Exeter. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice here. Really nice here. It's quite posh. Quite posh. Here is Greenwood. Greenwood to Paul Pogba. Brings the ball forward and finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw still going. Trossard got the beat in the Trossard. Trossard pulls him down, and it will be a free kick to Manchester United. We've had 3,500 playbacks, which I assume means views, which is incredible. You need to move to Leeds. The thing is, right? It's quite a long way. Can Brighton win this now? I mean, we've got 3 minutes to go until half time. They need to see the game out, I think. See the first half out. Try not to concede here. Bruno Fernandes will be taking it. He could go at the near post. He goes. Oh, it's in. It's Harry Maguire. It's 1-1. There is a really, really poor from Brighton, and it is 1-1. So they get the goal straight away. So Bruno Fernandes' ball comes in. Nemanja Matic is at the back post, and it comes back to him, and he crosses it in, and there's Harry Maguire to make it 1-1. So straight away they get back into it, and it is a very, very odd combination of Matic assisting for Harry Maguire to equalise. Very strange. Leeds is a move to London. That's the plan. Do you think Martial could do something in this game? Yes, definitely. He's obviously a very good player. Rashford will score. Yeah, so it's 1-1 now. So we have about 90 seconds plus injury time to go until the end of the first half. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood. Matic. So just saying they reckon it was an own goal, potentially. So might not have been his goal. It might not have been a Maguire goal. Matic. Bruno Fernandes. Here is Rashford. Pulls it back to Matic, who had a shot and straight at Matt Ryan. Out of everyone who could have scored. Like I say, it said it might have been an own goal. I didn't see. There was just loads of feet there. Lamptey is fouled by Rashford. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'd have to see it back. So I'm watching it on the TV. So yeah, I'm not watching like a stream or anything. I'm watching it on the TV. I say I'm watching it on the TV. I'm watching it on the TV on my monitor. So have a look. So it's pulled back, and it looks like, yeah. So it is a own goal by Lewis Dunk. So a Dunk own goal, just about. Very, very difficult to see, but it is a Dunk own goal. Maguire goes long, looking for Greenwood. Very well done by Solly March. Here is Pogba. Pogba to Greenwood, and Greenwood gets a touch, and Pogba is the fouler there, and it will be a free kick to Brighton, a foul on Aaron Webster. Who do you think will win the Premier League? I think it will be Liverpool this time. Mark, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, Mark. So free kick to Brighton. Will be Webster to take. He's going to probably just knock it long. Don't think there's anything else he's going to be doing. That's exactly what he does. Mope to Connolly. Mope. Headed away by Bruno Fernandes. Alzate. March is fouled, and it will be a free kick to Brighton. We have a minute left. There's 2 added minutes. 2 added minutes, but we're already 1 minute in. Sorry about that. Pressed too quick. I'm grand, thanks. What have I missed in this game? So, Brighton have hit the woodwork 3 times. Twice by Trossard and once by Webster hitting the bar. The 2 Trossard chances were hitting the post from long range. Brighton, Lamptey was fouled by Bruno Fernandes, winning a penalty, which was dispatched by Mope, who did a Panenka and just chipped it over the goalkeeper, De Gea, and then free kick comes in. And there's a foul there on Harry Maguire, and it will be a free kick to Manchester United. And then the Manchester United equaliser was free kick to Manchester United, and Fernandes took it and he knocked it long, and there was Matic who pulled it back for Maguire, but it was Dunk who got the final touch. So it is 1-1. And it's half time. So half time, it is 1-1. And it's been a very, very interesting game because I feel like Brighton have been the better side overall, and that's just my opinion. I'm just going to change the text here. So half time, it's 1-1. 3 Stevenage players tested positive, but the game is going ahead. There's a lot of... It's amazing how many people have got it. Like, you think about Leyton Orient, and then they had 10 plus cases, which is absolutely incredible. I assume that game's been called off. Football Day talk. Sounded like Brighton were over United. Yeah, they've done really well. They've definitely been the better side, in my opinion. Blades play after players. Aston Villa keep buying them. Stevenage will win. So have a look at the half-time stats. 51% possession for Manchester United, 49 to Brighton, which isn't too bad. 7 attempts on goal for Brighton, just 2 for Manchester United. On target, 2 for Brighton, 1 for Manchester United, which is of course the goal that just scored. Free kicks have been 11 apiece. 3 corners for Brighton, none for Manchester United. and it's not been the best for Manchester United, and there's been some yellow cards as well. Fernandes was booked, and then Matic was booked for that hand in the face as well. So 2 yellow cards for Manchester United. Trossard was booked for that foul for the lead up to the goal as well. So he was also booked. We'll just have a look at the other games, and at half time in the Championship, it is Watford 1, Luton 0. So this is the first derby that's taken place in such a long time, and it was Ken Sema setting up for João Pedro, and that is how it is at the moment. Luton will be in 5th place after this result, and Watford will be up to 2nd on 7 points alongside Swansea, who are 2-0 up against Wickham, and the goals from Ayew and Lowe have made it 2-0 there. I say no other games in England. There is a game in La Liga between Alaves and Getafe, which is 0-0 as well. So those are all of the games. So how do you think the half has gone so far? Let me know. Chris Kavanagh is in charge. Fair play to BT and Sky. Every time there is a goal, they post it on Twitter. That's actually quite cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's good to see that there's a little bit more action taking place. So you're a real football fan. Me, a real football fan. Depends what I mean by a real football fan. But I consider myself quite a good football fan. I don't know a lot about foreign football. I don't watch too much European football, but I support a lower league down to the side, so I know a little bit about the lower leagues. But yeah, I mean, 4,638 people seem to like my channel, so I mean, watch other leagues as well. Yeah, so I don't just watch the Premier League. I tend to watch the Premier League most just for the channel. But I quite like watching the National League, which is the first step of the non-league. That's one of my favourite leagues to watch. And I also watch the Carabao Cup, and I watch anything really. But I don't watch too much European football, just because I don't have most of the channels. I'd quite like to watch them. What's your age and what do you do generally? So I'm 24 years old, so I was born in 1996. And what do I do generally? So if you mean a job, I work in a supermarket. And I just do this as well as go to college as well. So that's what I do. I had my first week of college this week on Thursday, and I thought I did quite well. I've got some homework to do, and I'm really not sure how to go about it. But yeah, so that's what I get up to. Do you have anything interesting in your life, Igor? I'd love to know. Oh, there's some photos. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what kind of quality those photos are in. So Brighton, as it stands, move up to 6th place. Manchester United will move up to 14th as the live standings. Are you going to do any other games this weekend? Yeah, I will do. I'll definitely do one tomorrow. Definitely do one tomorrow. Do you profit from these live reactions? Yes is the answer. Yes is definitely the answer. But not enough to really make any money. I work at Microsoft and study economics. Really interesting. My girlfriend works at Apple, so similar sort of company, makes similar products. Friend in US says everyone has to have a jab, says it cure, but they are saying if they take it they will die or they will get shot. America's a weird country. I wouldn't take any notice of what they do. Is Dan James in the Manchester United team? He has been linked to Leeds again. No, he is not. So he's not in the starting 11 and he's not on the bench either. So he was involved. Was it last week he was involved? But not involved at all this time. I did see he was interested in a move to Leeds. I'm a huge football fan. I'm a tennis fan as well. Interesting. I'm not really a big tennis fan. My gran watches a lot of tennis, but it's not really for me. Sometimes I'll watch like a little bit of Wimbledon if it's on. If there's nothing else on, I'll sit and watch any sport. But I don't generally watch it as a rule. I think he means about like America. Even I'm a tennis fan. Oh yeah, interesting. I don't know much about tennis. Double live near Ilfracombe. I know where Ilfracombe is. It's like North Devon. Yeah, just talking now at half time how good. Do you live near Ilfracombe? So yeah, so it's in the north. I think Ilfracombe is in the north. I will check. And I live in the east, I think. Ilfracombe. Yes, that's right in the north. Right in the north. So it would. Yes, it's about a 17-hour walk. It's about an hour and a half in the car. Yeah, about half an hour in the car. An hour and a half, sorry. Come on, Brighton. Jeremy, thanks so much for tuning back in. How you doing? It's been really, really good. Djokovic is from Serbia. Yes, he is a very, very good tennis player, isn't he? I definitely know who he is. But like I said, I don't know too much about tennis, but I do know who he is. I'm hoping to have pizza after I finished. I'm going to put a pizza in the oven. So yeah, that's all right. What about the Liverpool game on Monday night? I'm not sure. I probably won't. But maybe. Do you drink beer? No, I don't. I don't drink any alcohol at all. I don't smoke. I don't take any sort of illegal substances. And I don't eat meat, dairy or eggs. So, yeah, very boring. Very boring. Yeah, I haven't drunk for 5 years. 5.5 years. It's not really my thing. It's actually a really good diet. Yeah. So the vegan diet is really, really good for you. Lots of plants. Obviously, all plants. It's all plants, really. Lots of plants. Lots of peppers and onions. I think 2-2 full time. Yeah, that'd be a good performance. I feel like I really don't want Brighton to lose this game because Brighton have played so well in this first half. Not that exciting, though. No, there is a lot of good like meat substitutes for like burgers and things like that. So and sausages and things like that. So you can still get like the same sort of thing. I have burgers all the time, just not made out of beef. So yeah. So is that can't be right. Mike, can you drink milk? No, because the milk comes from a cow. So I drink soy milk and oat milk and that sort of thing. Milk made out of like nuts or oats or rice. Do you have some digestive problems? No. So I don't eat meat or dairy or eggs because they come from animals, and I want animals to be looked after and not eaten or like tortured in some ways. So that's why I don't eat it. I eat it for ethical reasons. I don't want to kill animals. So that's why, not because I'm ill in any way. You can use soy milk for that nutrition shake I have. Yeah. So I could. So soy milk and stuff is what I eat. I would drink. Mope is so cheeky. He had a little touch of that penalty and it went in. Yeah, it was a really nice. I was surprised he did that. I thought he'd have hammered it in. I can see you are a very good person, very morally awake. Big respect for that, man. Thanks. Well, my girlfriend's vegan as well, so we did it together. She was like, I want to go vegan. I want to stop eating chocolate. And I was like, okay, we can do it. And she was like, I just want to do it for a week. And we just never stopped because it's nice. So yeah, so I have a pizza, but I won't have any cheese. I won't have cheese on my pizza. I'll have vegan cheese, which is made from coconuts. And then I'll have pepperoni, which is made from peas. And it went obviously not from... Pepperoni's from a pig, right? I don't even know. Banana porridge, oats, and a tablespoon of cocoa powder and milk. Do you stream with your girlfriend sometimes? No. I have done a few streams. I had a Twitch channel with her. But we only did a few streams. However, she was in a video once. And it was a FIFA video. And she beat me at FIFA. And I'm sure some of you will remember it. And some man was saying really horrible things about her and found out her real name and was like kept asking her to like message him and was like saying like horrible things about women and stuff. So I took it down and she went over on the channel again because of that. So yeah, somebody was really, really, really nasty. She smashed you at FIFA, Mike. First thing I learned about football is to smash the heck out of a ball when you're taking a penalty. Not too hard, not too hard. Guys, if you want Messi to come to the Premier League, there's a 1% chance because Suarez has left and they are very good friends, Messi and Suarez. He's not interested in causing a massive issue between himself and the football club, so I don't think it will happen this year. The more I want your vegan diet, hear about your vegan diet, the more I want a nice steak. The thing is, no matter what you say, right, there is evidence that a vegan diet is better for you. A vegan diet is very much a healthier option and it's less chance of heart disease and things like diabetes. Diabetes runs in my family. I am 70% less chance of getting diabetes through not eating meat. So it makes sense for me to not eat meat. I've lost so much weight as well. So it works for me, whatever works for you, isn't it? Everyone's got their own preferences. Do you play fantasy? Oh crap, there. Always those kind of idiots. It's really, really horrible, really horrible. I had somebody who like knew where he lived and was going to come to my house and stuff, so people are weird. Do you play fantasy? I don't, just because I'm not like, I won't remember to like update it and stuff, and I'm not really sure how it works. But I'm thinking about doing a league next year if I have more subscribers. So that is my plan for next season. So if you are still around, then that's something I could do. I thought Suarez was coming back to the Premier League. No, he's gone to Atleti, and it could be a really good move for him because he's moved for less than 6 million. I'm back, Game with here. Thanks so much for tuning back in. If you haven't already, I'd love a like on the channel. That'd be really, really good. A like on the video and subscribe, of course, if you are new. We are 2 subscribers away from 4,640. You should have way more subscribers. Hope you get to 5,000 before Christmas. Thank you so much. Hey, do you want a new logo? So I made the logo myself, which is why it's basic. So yeah, it's very, very basic. It's just very, very basic because I'm not really into graphic design. I have to learn. But I had somebody make me one once and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll have a look at it. And then he was like, so the second half is about to kick off. Just wait until it's kicked off. So he made me a logo and I wasn't keen on it. And I was like, I'm not really sure I'm going to use it. And he was like, why? And I was like, I'm just not worried what I'm looking for, if you know what I mean. And he got really annoyed about it. So the game is underway for the second half. You can, if you want, you can email it me as well. My email is in my description about my about page on my channel, so feel free to email me if you want. But yeah, I don't want you to take any offense if I don't use it. You know, do you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of change, so. And my channel art is made by a subscriber as well. If you don't like it, it's okay. Yeah, like I say, if you want to make me one and email it me, I will get back to you. It's on my about on my channel. I am 4 subscribers away from 780. If I reach 1,000, I would still not get monetized. Is that through choice? Or, I mean, I'm not sure you'd be eligible for the 4,000 watch hours because you haven't uploaded for so long. So it would, you know, it'd be hard for like you to get to that 4,000 hours. Here's Mopé. Pogba, has he fouled him? Penalty! It's another penalty to Brighton. Another penalty to Brighton. What kind of logo would you like? Just like a round one with my name and stuff. I like the idea of having, like, you know what a vector is of my face. If you could do that, that'd be pretty cool. But just go nuts and just up to you. So Connolly is fouled by Pogba. Yeah, definite foul, and it is a penalty. Penalty to Brighton. And it's another chance. Just doing the VAR check, I think. Just doing the VAR check. I think there's been nearly 16 penalties so far. Oh, he's going to have a look. He's going to have a look on the screen. He's going to have a look on the screen. Do you like more modern or traditional and classy design? Just do whatever you fancy. I don't mind. I really don't mind. So he's gonna have a look. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think they'll give it. I'm not sure they'll give it. He might do. Right. Still looking at it. No penalty. There we are. No penalty. The consensus is Connolly made the contact first and brought the contact upon himself, I think. So the yellow card is wiped off for Pogba. That's no longer a thing. And we carry on like normal at 1-1, and it will be a drop ball. Oh no, it will just be given to the goalkeeper. Not sure why, but there we are. Do you believe in God? No, not really. No. Can't say I do. It's not like I don't. If anyone wants to believe in God, they can do whatever they want. Pogba with a hand in the face of Connolly, nothing given there. Here is Mason Greenwood on the attack. Still going, and I think he's done well there, Webster. And it's he caught him late there, Wan-Bissaka, and it will be a free kick to Brighton. Pogba will be subbed off for Van der Beek. You can't fit all three in, so that means every time Pogba is on the bench and Van der Beek and Fernandes are starting, or Fernandes and Pogba are starting and Van der Beek's on the bench, or Van der Beek and Pogba are starting and Fernandes on the bench, you can't bring all three on. So there's always going to be a substitution like that. So I'm not sure if it's a necessary signing, is what I'm trying to say. Just showing the foul again. Well, a non-foul. No, I don't think that's I think he's done the right thing there, the ref. I thought it was a penalty at first, but I can understand how he come to that conclusion. I understand how he's come to the conclusion for it not to be a penalty afterwards. But here's Lindelof to Wan-Bissaka. The dog's readjusting himself on his bed. Greenwood. If you did Fantasy League, I would be in it. That's great. Do you believe in any conspiracy theory? Don't really read them, to be fair. No, that's a really boring answer. But no, it's not really my sort of cup of tea. Luke Shaw comes out, and Mopé's got it now. Alzate to Solly March. No, I don't believe in any conspiracy theories, I don't think. Lamptey. Trossard. Back to Lamptey. Alzate does well. Tries to take on Pogba. Fernandez, but loses the ball. Mike, would you do something for the window? Like I said, it all depends. It won't be till next year, so I got plenty of time to think about it. Greenwood and Rashford's there, and it's 2-1 to Manchester United, and it's going to be checked by VAR, and it's going to be checked by VAR. They reckon he's offside, but it's going to be checked. But it is 2-1 to Manchester United. So get it out wide. Oh, he's miles offside. There's no need to put the bloody flag up. We've got the VAR. There's no way this is going to be given. I don't understand. Miles and miles and miles offside. Why didn't you put the flag up? Craziness. If it's close, totally get it. But he was well offside. Well offside. It'll finish 2-2. Everything is checked. Everything's checked. But why did you... I know she's not meant to, but it was well offside. But I suppose it's better to have a rule where keep your flag down than... If you think it's offside, put your flag up. Do you know what I mean? That would cause a lot more issues. What is going on in this game? It's been quite good. Manchester United have lost here in 2 of the last 3 seasons. Both under Mourinho. So, and obviously none under Solskjaer. So, that is something to consider. So, they do struggle here in the last few 3 years. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes finds Greenwood. Greenwood to Pogba. Nice for Manchester United. And he's given it away after I said that. So very poor. Ben White bringing the ball forward. Goes past Luke Shaw. He's like turning into Messi. Out wide to Mope. And loses the ball. Tries to find Connolly, but he only finds Lindelof. Here's Alzate. It's Alzate out wide. Lamptey. God, Lamptey's very short. Nana. Trossard. Mope loses the ball. But it's still in possession. Lamptey puts the ball in and away by Harry Maguire. Mike, you need Man U goal back on. Oh, Christ, I don't know what I've done there. There we are, thank you. Here's Rashford. Rashford still going. Still going, Rashford. Still going. Surely he'll go. Surely! Oh, it's 2-1. Rashford with the goal. 2-1, and that goal is going to be absolutely fine. If you're 100% sure that it's offside, then just put the flag up. But the refs have it hard now with VAR, lots of pressure. Yeah, definitely. Rashford puts them 2-1 up. Rashford with a great run forward. And he's outside and he takes on 1, takes on 2. Kept on cutting, and then it comes off. I think Lewis Dunk, and then deflection. It's still going to be a Rashford goal. Very, very, very classy from him. Very good. 2-1. Marcus Rashford with the goal, and I think they're going to win from here. Yeah, another deflection off. Lewis Dunk. Ranjit, thanks for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for tuning in. If you are new and you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate you tuning in. The VAR is being used a lot, isn't it? Of course. Come on, Brighton. You have to score again. Hopefully. Good to hear you're doing okay, Rajit. What did you think of the game on Monday night? Martial. Martial to Matic, and I feel like if they're going to could get very boring if Man United score again. Here is Luke Shaw. And shot. He tries to play it through, but it is blocked by the Brighton defender Webster. Alzate. Is he going to lose the ball? No. And Ben White knocks it forward. Here is Matic is massive, isn't he? Codsvlog, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? How did you feel the game against Everton went on? Was it Wednesday night? Or was it Tuesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. I could be wrong now. How did you feel it went? I know you were in it for like long periods. We could have drew. There was chances, but I think City deserved to win overall. Went well, played well second half. Yeah, definitely. And they are a very good side, and they'll definitely be in Europe next season. Who scored? So it was open. The scoring. Neil Maupay opened with a penalty. Quick equaliser. Lewis Dunk own goal. And then Rashford has just made it 2-1 to Manchester United. Here is Alzate. Finds Solly March. March goes forward. And here is Maupay. Or Connolly even. He fouled. He's gone down again. And nothing given. It looked quite soft, to be fair. They are going to be looking at it. So we'll have the VAR. No, definitely not. Definitely not. There's not enough in that. Definitely not enough in that. Alzate. Ben White. Lamptey. Ben White. Do you still believe? Two, please. We've got plenty of time, Jeremy. Plenty of time. Lewis Dunk. Webster back to Dunk. Dunk is having the best games. Did you see #United? I didn't actually watch it. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Come on, Brighton. Game's not over yet, though. Brighton could still score and even win it. Did you watch the game, Liverpool versus Lincoln? What a massive win for us. I did actually watch a little bit of it. I kept half an eye on it on the first half, but it was just goal after goal. So, yeah, I wasn't really that interested after that. Come on, Brighton as well, Gordon Clever. So nobody wanting Manchester United to win. Maupay. Alzate. Lana. Lana goes out wide, finds Lamptey, who's got plenty of room. Ben White. Lana. They drew 1-1 in the FA Cup and 1 penalties. Oh, Maupay gives it to March. It's off the post. Oh, Brighton have hit it for the 4th time. Really nice chance, and he pits the post. Oh, he should have scored. It's really great chance for Brighton. Really nice play once again. Wonder how long it will be until a lower league club football is suspended after a few games in League 2 are off due to outbreaks. Right, so let's have a look. So Cheltenham and Grimsby is off, and Walsall and Leyton Orient's off. Leyton Orient's been well documented. Let's have a look what's happened with Cheltenham and Grimsby. Confirmed coronavirus case in the Grimsby squad. The problem is, Jack, as you're well aware, there isn't enough money for funding to test these people every week. And there certainly isn't any more funding lower down, so But yeah, it's not good. It's not a good situation. There's nothing they can do. They have to play. So these games will just get re-advised. It's just a little bit concerning if like team gets a bit bogged down by it. Let's say someone like Bradford, for example, could have it constantly, and because Bradford had quite high cases and it's quite high and prevalent in Yorkshire, or somewhere like London where it's growing, like Leyton Orient, which of course had so many cases recently, then they could end up having to play God knows how many games a week. Do you know what I mean? How are Hereford doing? So they played 2 games against Solihull in the last week, won 1 and lost 1. Surprised no Bolton cases yet. Yes, me too. Martial and Luke Shaw is cut out by Lamptey, and Lamptey will bring the ball forward. At least it won't be a draw. Could still be a draw. Wan-Bissaka wins the ball. Luke Shaw. The area, stadium and training ground is one of the lowest infections in the town. Yeah, the towns are crazy high, so it's still like more of a chance than most places. End of the day, there's been cases in Exeter, like where I live, and like players getting it. Do you know what I mean? Also had a case here, even though it's been pretty bad here. Yeah, it's pretty bad everywhere, though, isn't it? And the players are well protected. March comes in. Most of them have been pretty good. There's only been like a few cases of them breaking the quarantine or isolation. London would have been the worst place to have a job at the NHS back in April. Yeah, it would. Been a bit of a problem everywhere, though, wouldn't it? Because even though somewhere like Leicester, they'd still have like a smaller capacity, and there'd be still plenty of people coming in. There is a high cases in West Midlands. Yeah, so West Midlands is obviously where I'm originally from, give or take. It's not great, but cases are popping up everywhere in massive amounts. There's been a massive spike here at the uni, which is worrying because my girlfriend's at uni. So, but nearly 4,000 people watched the stream. Thanks so much for everyone who has tuned in. I really do appreciate it. The North cases have pretty much spread everywhere else now. Yes and no. It's still quite low in the south, I would say. They're growing everywhere, but I don't think particularly places like Bolton. The big teams and the big players won't get it. Trust me. The whole thing is only for us regular people. No one wearing a mask in the White House. Don't listen to what they do in the White House. It's people I like sort of know have died from, people I've met have died from coronavirus. So, but people have, big famous people have died from coronavirus, like Norman Hunter, who was a Leeds player. Massive spike in Sheffield now. It's not surprising. Shahid Ganabri, thank you much for tuning in. How you doing? Student in year 9 and a teacher teaching year 7 in the school I'm at has COVID. Yeah, my sister at our local school at home, which has 10,000 people, 10,000 people in the whole population of the town, has a case in year 7, and the whole year had to go home and self-isolate. With the pandemic going on, do you think they'd put the Premier League to stand still, knowing that West Ham have seen players and managers with COVID? They've got to carry on. I saw your 100 sub special. You look so different. Yes, that is because I have lost 7.5 stone. So I look a little bit different. Well, I'm not sure how much I weighed then, but I lost a lot of weight since then. But I lost 7 and a bit stone. Who do I support? I support a team called Hereford, who play in National League North. My favourite Premier League team is Manchester City. I can't get original signed autographs now of managers. There will be a time where it comes. The problem is it's being used to develop a police state. It happened in Serbia. We had massive protests. Right. Not sure what you mean by a police state. I mean, they're only being like instructed by what they want. What they've been told to do. I think my school are sending whole year groups home. I think they're only doing the classes and the form to send home. The person who tested positive was in. Yeah, I started college and I'm quite nervous for it as well. So it's all very worrying. What do you think the full time score will be? I think that's 3-1 to Manchester United. Can you check championship scores? Yes, I mean the diminished of our freedoms. They will come back. They will come back. It's just a case of when. 2-0 to Swansea still and 1-0 to Watford. I'm watching you and playing play clubs with FIFA. That sounds really cool. You know, I'm happy to wear a mask, even though I technically have a. If it really caused me harm, I wouldn't have to wear one. Wickham are gone. Early days, but it's hard to see not. Here is Mopé. Still going. Oh, straight at De Gea. It is a bit ridiculous with the size of school I'm at to send a whole year group home from year 7 to 13. There are around 1,000 to 1,500 in total. Is that 1,000 people in each year group or 1,000 to 1,500 in the school in total? I'd say they're just really, really, really scared because the school's so small. I'm not sure how many people. I think it's like 700. Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's about half the size of yours, and also there's no 12 and 13. It's not a there's no like college attached onto it. It's just years 7 to 11. But yeah, I can understand the caution from the school. It is really, really scary. We've had nearly 4,000 people tune into the channel, which is good. It's all very worrying, but hoping and praying that we'll have a vaccine next year. FIFA 21 is out in 2 weeks. Can't wait. FIFA 20 is so dead. So I'm thinking about getting it. Or I'm thinking about getting Football Manager 21. Been drinking my drink, my squash, and it smells really weird, right? I just worked out what it is. It's like peppers. Must have been on the peppers in the fridge. I pre-ordered PS5. Interesting. My girlfriend wants a PS5, but I'm not sure I have enough money to get her one for Christmas. So I might give her some money towards it, and she can put some money towards it and get one. Or I said she could get one, or she can get the new iPad Air. My wife Joe says hi from London to Cook with Joe. Hi Joe, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Here is Luke Shaw. Is it not even out to pre-order? Fred, headed away. Here is Martial. Bruno Fernandes. Look at finds Martial. Really, really well defended by Ben White. My birthday in 2 days, so I'm going to get another PC monitor. So I have 2 as well. Well, I'm not sure we might have 3. But I have 1 here and then I have 1 over here. And what I do is I have my stream and stuff over here. And then I plug my TV, my Skybox, into my second monitor. So I can stream and have the football over here. So that means, you know, not... Because if I was watching it on the TV, I'd be like this, right? Which would make a lot of sense. And I wouldn't be able to properly concentrate on the chat or the football. So it would be really bad. So yeah, that's why I got two monitors. Newport at home today. Newport haven't won on the road since January and only like 3 of the past year, which obviously means we'll lose again. Maybe, dude. I'm getting a PS5. Wait until next year because the first lot will have bugs. Here is March. Oh, he fouled there. No, nothing given. Puts the ball in, headed away. Alzate. Here is Trossard. And it comes in. Oh, here we bloody go. Somebody touches the goalkeeper and it's a free kick. He barely touched him. I don't think that's a foul. Yeah, I think he meant he's pre-ordered it. Guys, don't download the Trace app. It doesn't work. Just putting it out there. But I've got it. And it says where I am is a medium risk. Has anyone got a high risk? Jack, you must have a high risk, right? Here is Pascal Gross set to come on. I wonder when a vaccine is available. How do we convince those who believe COVID is fake and modern vaccines will make you more ill? Don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how to. I don't know. Do you have the Instagram app where you can see who's misstalking or looking at your account? Story account? No, I don't. I don't really put much up. So I miss football when the 90s when it was better. I think football is better now. I think players are better, fitter, go for longer. Joe says that mocha shake will be good for you. I'm not really looking at getting a shake though. Wow, different he looks. Yeah, I do look different on my 100 subs. That is very true, Rajit. Just in your comment, I do look different. It's because I've lost loads of weight, like I said. It's good though. Good amount of weight to lose. 4,000 playbacks. Thanks so much to everyone who's tuned into the channel. Here is Connolly coming off. And it will be Pascal Gross coming on. And Jahan Batch is coming on for Lallana. Mental nutrition you make yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I get loads of nutrition, but I suppose if I wasn't getting nutrition, so I want to go to the doctors and get like a blood test and see if I'm lacking in anything. Chasing Track Shop is location specific, as in someone next door to you gets it, then you won't be picked up despite being in the same location pretty much. I think it's just people you're in contact with. I'm never in contact with people 2 doors down. I don't even know who they are. So it would be pointless telling me. What's that song? What song? Here is Martial blocked by Lamptey. Bruno, and here comes Martial, and it's away again. And here is Greenwood this time. Can he get the ball in? He gives it to Rashford, who shoots, and it is blocked. I mean, it is. They're probably going to have, they need to know some of your privacy, where you are and where you've been and stuff like that. But it's quite important. Here's a song in the background. Right, okay. I forgot I was playing music. It is Rooftops by Harris Heller. So all the music you hear on the stream is by Harris Heller, or owned by Harris Heller, who has a YouTube channel called Alpha Gaming. And it is free, and it is copyright free as well. And he's a big YouTuber, and he uses his money to reinvest in his streams and stuff. And he's using it to be able to have music to be able to for streamers to use, because streamers on Twitch as well as YouTube and YouTube video makers. Trossard, surely! Oh, he's at the bloody bar again! 3 times he's at the bar! Trossard absolutely smashes the bar. How are Brighton not equal? How are Brighton not equal? Here is Mason Greenwood. Thanks so much for tuning in, football fan. I'll see you again. Only people I've been in contact with is pretty much school due to restrictions in place about banning meeting anybody in and outside. Yeah, you're right. I've got it, but it doesn't work. Even Sky News has reported it doesn't work in most places. Martial looking for Rashford, and Matt Ryan is there. No, I live in Bromsgrove, and some parts of the city are in lockdown because they have a spike hotspot. It's better than nothing, though, isn't it? Man United fans, if they win, will be like Ollie's at the wheel. I think the Ollie is at the wheel has died off in it. I can't remember anyone mentioning that for ages. Here is Trossard, who's hit the woodwork 3 times. Solly March tries to curl it round, and it's over the bar. Ollie's at the wheel. What other information can I find? Not sure how this all works. Rio Ferdinand brought it up last season when they got into the top 4. Did he? Oh, what an idiot. How's Aston Villa buying all these players when they only just survived last season? I think they've got quite a good owner. Quite a rich owner. I'm off, mate. Take care and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, Mark. I really do appreciate it. We still have another 15 minutes or so, including stoppage time. Probably longer than that. Trossard. March. Trossard. Gross, and is blocked. Don't you think invading our privacy and locking us down for certain periods of time is worse than a virus that kills 0.0001% of people on the planet? Yeah, but if we wouldn't have done that, how many people would it killed? Which is obviously something we don't know. So yeah, I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice a year of my life where I might live until I'm like 80. I'm pretty sure it's okay to try and protect, people I love and care about who have to shield or are really, really old and frail. So yeah, I'm cool with it. Webster. They're all behind the ball, Manchester United. Don't you think the Prince should buy players? Yeah, I mean, I can understand caution. Here's Lewis Dunk. Come on, get an equaliser, Brighton. Johan Batch out wide. Lamptey's ball in, headed on. Here's March, takes a touch, hit it! Oh, it's blocked, and it will be a corner kick. It could potentially, Igor, but we don't know. We don't know. And, I want to protect people I love and people I care about. And other people who they care about. The only reason pandemic and restrictions are in place is because how easy it is to lose control of disease if nothing done about it. Yeah, definitely. And it is so much of the unknown. I don't want a draw. I'd like Brighton to get something from this game because they have been the better side. In my opinion, they've been a lot of a better side. And it comes, headed away, straight away. And here is Mason Greenwood. And he's still going. And Rashford's in loads of room and he finds Rashford. Martial is joining him. Nobody else at the moment. Here is Martial. It looks like they're just going to try and hold on to the 2-1. It's 10 minutes to go here. Players in the top 10 should be able to buy these players without Aston Villa snatching them. Aston Villa could offer more money. Aston Villa are a bigger club. Would be the first draw of the Premier League season. Nothing wrong with a draw. As long as it's exciting, I don't care what the final score is. Wan-Bissaka. Good challenge by March, but it will be a throw-in to Manchester United. So what if we have consequences for our freedoms? Would you rather not save lives? More than caring about yourself and freedoms. Yeah, that's it. You know, you've got to care about other people. There's probably somebody near me that's very, very old and frail or has been shielding. And I don't want to be selfish and, you know, think about myself when I could look after other people. There are people I know and care about that have been asked to shield. And there have been people that I don't know and love and care about that are very, very old. And things like that. Every second goes on, there's more chance Brighton won't get an equaliser. Yes, obviously. And there's also more chance that... less chance of somebody getting a red card, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. Every second that goes by, as soon as the game kicks off, there's less chance of there being a goal. Is right, because there's less time left. Every healthy young people have suffered the severe effects of COVID, and some have even died despite being super healthy. Yeah, that's true as well. It is difficult to find a balance between the both. Mope. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, here we are. NHS tracking app does not work with more than 60,000 daily tests in England, developers suggest. Great. Do you think John Egan was a red card versus Villa? No, I did not, I don't think. Wait! I think I remember. Yes, I did think it was a red card because of the rules. But it was very harsh. So Greenwood has come off and Bailly has come on. They really put three at the back. They are really, really trying to see this game out. I've never known anything like it. They're only playing Brighton. Yeah, it will take a while to recover, but you know, we need to be careful on things. But you should also care about the people on the long term. People who care about now could easily suffer if the government gains too much control over their lives, which is definitely happening. Martial is through, and there is Matt Ryan, and the flag has gone up. It's not as important as them dying, though, is it? All Reds are denying a goal scoring opportunity outside the box. This is a red card. It's only a penalty when a yellow card. Yeah, and it wasn't like he tried to get the ball either. Just heard Man United students was in a lock in the fault last night by the university, and they didn't tell him. There's so many cases in universities. I don't see how they're going to be able to even try to be half open. But once they're here and once it's all settled, then that will be a lot better. The government saying you can't visit households again. Is that now? I don't have Sky News on my thing. It might be down here somewhere. Sky News. I mean, it's more prevalent up north than it is here. You know, I'm hoping that I can still go and visit my family. Pascal Gross. Alzate receives it and gives it back to Pascal Gross. Lamptey. Jan Batch looking for Ben White. Ben White puts it in. And here is Solly March who puts it over. Second wave has come. We're in a second wave, I think. I think it is a second wave. Zero to 2 cases a week. That's good. That's good. But where is it high? Because if you only consider 0.2 to 2 cases a week, if we're only considering 2 cases a week, why is it 200 and something in Bolton? Where is it? Like, it must be like 400 in some places, surely. It's the area towards Manchester and Bury. People in your supporting bubble, but they're not really in my bubble, are they? Because they live so far away. My average area is 82 cases per week. That's high. Gone up to 1.5 in Sheffield. I assume you mean the R rate. That's very high. Is your Constant fear from distancing from your friends and family better than death? For me, I would rather die. Well, it's not though, is it? Because you will see them again. You can still see them. You can still be very, very close to them. It's just, you just need to be more careful. Let's not forget Bolton has a population of around 285,000. Still very, very high. Which would mean they're recording, what, 400 cases a week? Marches ball in. Trossard. Gross. Jahan Batch. And it's a corner kick. My friend a Cooper and says you can see up to 6 people at the moment. Yeah. You can have up to 6 in a group. Policeman. Right. Thought you meant like somebody that fixes barrels. That's a Cooper, isn't it? Yes, 6 people. But I'm not sure if the rules are different in places like Bolton and other local lockdown areas. Corner comes in and Dunk heads over and it's a goal kick. Well, it was up to 30, which seems crazy. Who's meeting up with 30 people? Unless you're going to like a wedding or something, but you don't just hang out with 30 people. Who the hell's hanging out with 30 people? Absolute madness. Me. You don't meet up with 30 people. But you're not allowed to meet up outdoors anymore in thing, are you? I mean, you don't even live in our country. I don't know we don't know what's going on in Serbia. So, I don't know what's going on in Serbia. So I can't comment in Serbia. I don't get why Sky News saying highest cases ever in April when only about 20,000 people a day were being tested. Because it is the highest ever, isn't it? That's probably why. Even though, 1 in 4 are being confirmed positive, now it's very, very few that have. Obviously, it's very much higher than it was, but a lot more people have been. Which I think there's probably somebody in this chat that's probably had it. There's not many people in this chat at the moment. So, free kick to Brighton. It would be Pascal Gross to whip it in. Oh, it's loads of them staying up, and there's a foul. There was 2 of them. I think Manchester United will see this out. We are in the 89th minute. That's not a foul. It's not a foul. You're very, very lucky that didn't go in because Serbia clubs are still active. There are 100 people in one place. The cases are completely used for political agendas. In election days, 0 cases. Past the election days, hundreds of them. I mean, that's only like a problem in your area. But, there are probably reasons for it. I don't know. There were less tests back then, which would mean if the same tests were done, it would have been higher. Yeah, definitely. It would be very, very much higher. So Martial is coming off for the final substitute, I think. Yeah, final substitute. And it will be Donny van der Beek coming on. So it looks like Manchester United will see this one out. And will get their first 3 points of the season. Need to put my pizza on when I'm done. Right, so 43 cases in one area. So that's really high. Dunk. Here is Webster. Mope is just gone down there. He doesn't look like he's moving a bit gingerly, if you know what I mean. Pascal Gross. So it doesn't look like... I don't think they are on Prime, but they might be next month, depending on what they do. Solly March. Ball is out of play, and it will be a corner kick, and they need everybody up. All right, thanks. Thanks, Igor, for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And if you ever fancy popping in again, feel free. The whole year, only 14 have passed away from COVID in my area. That's not too bad, though, is it? Gross to take. And it comes. Headed away. March. Trossard. Johanbach shot. Headed on. Mope. It's very, very... Comes back in. Ozate. Hit it! Trossard! Trossard! Oh. How Trossard hasn't scored, I have absolutely no idea. If a full national lockdown is in place again, I think the restrictions will be different to the first one. Yeah, probably. It'll probably be like people can still work. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Here's Rashford. He's just gonna. Oh, he's offside. Trying to deserve a point. Definitely deserve a point. But it looks like De Gea has saved them at the death. He's onside as well, Trossard. I think schools will be open except for those with cases. What if they're continually grown? He does hit it straight at him. If he'd have hit it anywhere else, it would have been 2-2. Lamptey. Jahanbash. They're asking to work from home again. Yeah, they are. Any year groups affected will be off school. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm really not sure how they do it. I think before the end of the year, I will be learning online for college. Alzate. Gross. Marches ball in. It's headed away. Throw in. They're just doing man of the match. Trossard is the man they've chosen. If he'd have been on his day, he'd have had about 5 goals today. It'd be 6-2. Another throw in. I think Brighton have been so much the better side. Lamptey. March. Away. Johanbach. Alzate. Got to whip it in now, surely. In it comes. Oh! Oh! Solly March! 2-2! Solly March with 30 seconds to go. We will have a VAR check. I assume it looks okay. They're going nuts. And it's 2-2. Harry Maguire's crying. And it's 2-2. And Brighton deserve that goal. Brighton deserve that goal. They have battered Manchester United in this game. They've had 15 attempts on target, 16 including this one. Manchester United have had 5. They've absolutely battered them. They've hit the bar about 8 times. And the post, I think it's 4 or 5 times. There is Solly March. Absolutely brilliant. And it's 2-2. Brilliant. Brilliant from yeah, I think Webster gets the touch. And there is Solly March to make it 2-2. Graham Potter's going nuts on the sidelines. Solly March and Lindelof's really upset as well. But they deserve it. They deserve to be in this game because they really, really do. They really deserve to to get a draw here because they've absolutely hammered Manchester United, in my opinion. Absolutely hammered them. And Solly March has made it 2-2. There isn't much longer to go. And Manchester United, I said they should be going forward, trying to get another goal. But they weren't. For about 20 minutes, they were trying to... Oh, here's Rashford. It's not over. Donny van der Beek. It's out for a corner. And this is going to be the last chance, I would say, for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men. And it's Bruno Fernandes to take. I'd have everybody up. I don't think there's... In it comes. Harry Maguire off the line. Solly March full time. Solly March off the line in the final seconds. Not only does he score. Oh, they're looking for handball. Hang on, they're looking for handball. The game. They're saying handball, so it looks like we might go for VAR. For VAR, what an incredible ending here. They're just going to be checking. I don't know what's going on. The game's over. It comes off his arm. It comes off his arm. So, I don't think it is a penalty because he doesn't... He's going to look at the screen. He's going to give a penalty. He's going to give a penalty. The game isn't over. So the game is now carrying on. What a credible ending. Yeah, it's going to give a penalty. It's going to give a penalty and Manchester United are going to get out of jail here. But if they wouldn't have noticed that, would the game just finished? It's gonna go to a penalty. It's gonna go to a penalty. It's surely very stupid from Mope. Penalty. Penalty to Manchester United. And Mope. What a stupid thing to do. And Manchester United have a chance to win this game. What an absolute buffoon. It looks like it will be Bruno Fernandes to take it, I would say. Bruno Fernandes to take versus Matt Ryan. Yeah, the game finished. He blew the whistle. He blew the whistle and now we're carrying on. Whatever happens, it will be literally that and then that's it. So if he saves it and then it comes back to him, will he blow the whistle? I don't know. I think he'll score anyway, so it's totally irrelevant. But how can you unblow the whistle? I've never seen anything like this before. Never seen anything like it before. But March is taking it. Matt Ryan's in the face of Bruno Fernandes. Lamptey's arguing with Fred. 99 minutes played now. They've gone back onto the pitch, like you said, Jack. I think I remember that happening, and there was. Like it was half time and he reviewed it or something. Very weird. Bruno Fernandes to take. I think if the whistle's blown, that's the end, right? Like Bruno Fernandes scores. I just feel, and it's full time. I just feel right. If the ball goes out of play. And then a throw-in's taken. Then that's it. You can't replay the game. You can't replay it. So I'm not sure that should count, but obviously it should. But I personally don't think that should count because the game's already finished. But obviously that's not the rule. But Brighton have won. Manchester United have won 3-2 here. What an incredible ending. I've never seen anything like that. Absolutely crazy. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you are new. Bruno Fernandes' last gasp penalty wins it for Manchester United after the final whistle. Never seen anything like that. If a game starts again, then it can be reviewed. But the game didn't start. The game finished. I'm not sure on the rules. Obviously, it's allowed. But what a credible ending. Thanks so much for having tuned in. I really, really do appreciate it. I haven't ended the timer. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.